I think that we've seen the heavy price of poor labor relations. And I think that if we're to overcome some of these things, and we're going into a period of challenges. I mean, the demographics for the Southwest, for the North, would seem to point to trouble ahead. And if things are going to work, then there needs to be cooperation. There needs to be a better level of collaboration. And of course, obviously, we have a role when things are going wrong. We have to be there to say, hey, this isn't right. And one thing I would caution people from doing it, this happens, you see this in the newspaper or online all the time. You know, one group is treated fairly and one group is treated unfairly, and the temptation is, well, look at what they've got, so we've got to take some things away. You know, they've got a good pension, so, you know, why should they have a good pension? I don't have a good pension. And as you know, we have to flip that around to, okay, how can we treat everyone fairly? I think that in the system, and this has been mentioned, it's not just the funding, but ensuring that funding is used in the right way. And there are a lot of measures, and Glenn has written about this. We do have a tough time getting data, and we have very few of us have that window into what's going on. Mm-hmm. You and I do, because we've seen the surveys, and of course we also file freedom of information requests. Mm-hmm. And I can tell from the numbers that the different colleges use, and the Ministry of Training Colleges and Universities, that there are very few people making these requests. And a lot of this information is out there somewhere, but it's just not being reported. So Jennifer is quite right. I mean, it's happened very quietly. You know, full-time faculty are now the minority. It's not something that's been written about until we hit U of T or York. And so, yeah, and so now, you know, the media are taking note. It was really something to see in the Globe and Mail. Hey, you know, where is the money going? And it's even hard for those of us who are insiders, I guess, if you will, to track all of that and to really understand what is going on and then react to it. So, I mean, you know. I totally get it, and I think that our challenge is to, you know, what do we do, right? What do we do? How do we get the public engaged in that conversation? That's the challenge. I mean, there's an event like this, but there's obviously more that we can do and more that we should be doing.